Salutations. All right. Well, we're gonna start right out of the chute here. First play. This is just bad call. This is what I call the hold. There's nothing there that should be considered a hold. Um, I was wondering maybe I was looking somewhere else, but I think just bad call. Yeah, and I mean I got nothing to justify it. Just not good. Um, okay, I know I sent you guys this one. We got to get this. That is ejectable. We had some trouble. I mean, as the game went on, I mean, he was kind of always around things, but that swing, anybody that sees that, um, go for it. I mean, Cam, you probably are on this block anyway. Should be. Anyway, so I mean, I think you should have that one. Now we're going to go to 7. Okay, I wonder about this being a defensive hold. I mean, defense can use their hands, but I don't think they can throw them like that. So this is maybe a food for thought. And he maybe gets off balance on his own as well. Yeah, I think that's probably a hold. Again, I think here's and I think I maybe have one of these later too. But this is a like an eye thing. What else are you looking at? You should have that block on this edge, and there's nobody else to really officiate. I mean, the block out on the outside is quite a ways from being any sort of danger zone when it happens. So I think your eye should be there anyway. 16. This is another, I mean, absolute blunder on my part. Great job winding the clock, though. Way to go, Chris. Um, I think that has to be roughing. I don't see. I mean, it's not like a glancing blow. It's not just like typically you can go running into if you just hit the like kicking leg, or if you hit the plant leg, they want roughing. This he puts him on the ground. It's not like aggressive, but I mean, very material. What I mean, I have no idea what I'm like. I seem like I'm locked right here, like like I maybe had a suspect block that I wouldn't give up on. So Ryan, good flag. I do think that this needs to be roughing, and then obviously the enforcement was bad here too. Okay, 22. Okay, this is another one where make sure we're watching blocks. You don't need to officiate the ball here. This wasn't giant either, but watch right out here. It's just a second, but at least that's one that you're going to bank. Make sure you see that block. So if this play gets off, we're going to flag that. Careful with that hand again here, Cam. Hold up in numbers. Give me second down and be waving. There you go. But you should be winding right away. So that all the clock people, everybody knows, keep that thing going. It was better this week, but that's when I think you can wind. Um, 4. Here's another one where okay, Kim, I know I've told you this a few times in like some pregame stuff, but know what this line to gain is. So you don't have to peek back right there, and especially when it's on Jake's side, like this one. So I need you to know when the ball touches the 47, I suppose yeah, 47. As soon as the ball touches the 47, we're going to have a first down. Okay, you can see Jake's spot, so I want you to be yelling first down. I mean, you can see my head there. I'm kind of spinning back and forth between you and Jake. Jake gives a first down. Yeah, like just check my head there, kind of click back and forth, like what do we got? What do we got? So make sure that you continue to do it until I give it. I mean, there's a lot of bodies between me and you, so maybe I just don't see him right away. But this is one where Kim, when you're coming out, you can be killing the clock for first down, and then like over your head, first down, saying the words to me so I can hear you. Definitely elevate that voice so we can get it. Okay, almost a bunch of stuff here. Okay, so this is illegal touching. Okay, no one, I mean, you don't have to get that high in the air there either. But anyway, this should be beanbag. You want first touching by K. So um, anybody, I guess. So probably Nick and Ryan should have a beanbag on this. This is fairly similar to that kick video that I think Jake sent the Monty one a week or so ago when they kind of shielded it off. It doesn't happen, but it's close. Remember when they shield like that, if they I guess kind of impede, if there becomes contact, not that they create contact, but if contact is created because of them setting a screen, so to speak, that's still an illegal block if the ball doesn't go 10 yards. So this obviously is not 10 yards, but this is just a beanbag. And then wherever they touch it, that's where we're going to put the ball in play. So that's what we did. I mean, that's what I call. We didn't do that. We just don't need the flag on the field. Okay, 91. Ryan and I have talked about, or we talked about this one live. So there's not a lot. Okay, there's not a lot here. But when he is chasing, like if you watch any of those Minnesota videos, when they talk about chase mode, so when you have here a white player chasing a black player, like I guess a team A chasing team B, yeah, the threshold for what has to happen there is much less. So pretty minimal. So really any contact. I mean, legs are legs like that. I mean, if they just get tripped up, so be it. There's definitely a hand on the back here. Like there's a definite pop right there. Okay, so when he's chasing like that, any contact, upper body wise, we need to flag. 99, there was a pretty obvious, well, I mean, obvious on film. And we get a pretty big hands to the face here, right there. Okay, again, keep your eyes on things you can officiate. So, I mean, the ball carrier, for the most part, is going to take care of himself. You, like Cam, Nick, need to be out here trying to make sure that all this stuff stays clean. Nick, you might have a shot at that. Cam, you definitely see that, or should. I mean, if you're not on ball carrier, so you probably had that block, okay, and then get onto him. Oh, 3. Again, I think this is one we should flag. This, he doesn't see that. It's not violent, but you can't. I mean, you can't do that. You can't cut him off. So we should have a blind side right there. I think I missed. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go back to. This looked funny to me during the game. Now, I'm not saying that we need to call this one, but this is a good one to at least look at. Well, watch the helmet contact there. Like, so now watch 81. And remember those targeting principles. I mean, is he taking aim and leading with the helmet? There, I would say yes. I think that's helmet to helmet, and I think we're going to have a targeting foul. Should have. As far as getting it, I mean, Cam, you maybe see that. This one probably Nick. I mean, I'm staring down the barrel at it from behind it as well. So I mean, I'm not saying that I can't throw this flag. That's fine, but it's face to face. Okay, 103 we did. Okay, I'm gonna jump 106. All right, this one, Jake and I touched on this quick during the game. Um, there was, this is pretty close to the um, nameplate area. I mean, as far as being a horse collar. Um, I'm good without this one because I think if he pulls straight down here, if he takes him to the ground right now, I think we should probably have horse collar. The rest of this action, the spin, in my opinion, kind of he's not pulling him down backwards or is it sidewards that the rule book says. Um, so one that I suspect for sure. I think I'm okay without it. Okay, then I know Jake sent this one earlier, but 111. This is defenseless. Again, not a giant blow up, but he's not going for the ball. He has to make a play on the ball or attempt to wrap up or initiate with open hands. None of that happens. I would imagine, Nick, this is probably your receiver now. As he crosses in, I'm sure Cam pops out to this guy, and you're going to take him. Or back judge, like Nick, you'll take the middle of the field. So that's tough to get. I mean, I'm seeing you backpedal, you're giving a little ground there. And maybe a little early, Nick. Like, I don't think you need to get way, like, you're plenty of cushion already. So I don't think you need to be quite that far away. So give yourself a chance to get that one. We've talked about this play quite a bit already, but I didn't really have it on my list, but we might as well run it since we're having fun already anyway. Right, so the roughing the passer stipulations are the same as any defenseless player. I mean, that essentially is how the rule book makes it. So anything that you can't do to a receiver, you can't do to the quarterback. So he's obviously vulnerable. Okay. So he either has to wrap or initiate with open hands. And I mean, this is a pretty good shot of there's open hands there. Now, that means that the contact needs to be with the hands. So if he does get into the chest, then I think we're maybe in a little bit different territory. Really close. Erring on the side of the quarterback here, I don't think would have been a bad thing. Tough on film. So did he just extend with arms, or if the chest plate is involved at all, then I think we have a foul. If it's just arms extending, and I mean it sure could be. This guy's a dude. Okay, so it could just be a forceful push, which is legal. And then I saw this live. I don't know who to call this on. We could have double fouls. Um, Same thing later. We had kind of 7 and 81 maybe. I mean, we had a couple of times where I thought we're pretty close to maybe let's have a double fall in this. Um, Unsportsmanlike on each team or unnecessary roughness both ways, something like that. Um, so I think with that, that's it for this one. Thanks.